Got a 1/2 inch bit here. Got it good and wallered out, just like so. I think that'll work. So now, all I really need to do is work on taking down these edges. Sand it smooth, make it look prettier. Right, I need an insert that slides on the inside of this. So I'm just gonna carve out a piece. I kind of traced it, an oval out that I think will fit. I'm just gonna take some meat off this until I get to the size I need it to be, and then I'll cut it off. Boom. 3/4 inch Forstner bit. We're going to try and shoot as straight as we can. And we'll test run back enough. Nice. Alright. I just cut this off. That's all I did. Not perfect either, so I need to sand it down a little bit. Alright, so here's my insert. Shoves into that. This is a 3/4 inch wooden dowel that I drilled a hole through with a 3/8 inch drill bit. Just ran right down the middle. That's going to slide into that like so and glue it in. I got to cut this on the bandsaw real quick. Alright, got some waterproof glue. Go. And it sticks under there. I already went ahead and finished the barrel and waxed it. That's what it looks like waxed. Here's what I got so far. Boom, boom, boom. All right, I've got a 7/64 piece of dowel. This is poplar. I'd recommend oak just because oak is a bit harder of a wood. This is a soft wood, but it is a lot easier to carve. And I'm literally just going to split this in half and hollow out the center of it. I'm actually going to start out with a 3/16 inch bit and try and shoot a hole through the center of this. I went ahead and did my best to punch a hole in the middle. So I was successfully able to go through the center of this with a 3/16 inch bit. I did miss the center coming out just a hair. So it's not perfect, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut it in half, and then I can use a rat tail file to finish off the inside. This is the piece I'm gonna be using. Nice channel running through it. Now I'm just gonna get a rat tail file and open it up just a hair more. I want this end to taper down. This will take roughly just maybe a minute. It goes pretty fast. So now this is going to fit in like so. I'm going to use a piece of cork. I'm going to cut to squeeze in, and that's going to hold in the reed. We're pretty much ready to go from here. That was probably the hardest part out of everything. It's gonna look like that. And then this piece comes in. There we go. So I'm just using a regular old wine cork, some red wine. Smells great. So if you got a brother, sister, mom, dad, husband, wife, somebody that drinks wine, you should have a wine cork laying around. And these make perfect for duck calls and buck calls for holding in your reeds. Just as an FYI, this piece, I don't know if I said it earlier, but this piece of dowel is 2 3/4 inches long. There's my piece of cork I cut. Now all I need to do is cut a reed and then smash it all together like so. I'm using the top of cookie box for the plastic, and I'm just gonna cut out a piece here. Let me measure that. So I basically made this to match the length of the reed, this piece of plastic. I'm gonna go ahead and assemble it now. Pushing it down about 1/4 inch. All right, got it all smashed together. And I got a little O-ring. You can pick up pack O-rings wherever. I'm gonna slide that down, and that's gonna adjust the tempo of the call, just like any buck call. Let's give it a play, see what it sounds like. I didn't expect it to play like amazingly right off the start, so it'll probably take some time adjusting it. Before I can make it perfect. At this point, I'm definitely just monkeying around with it, trying to figure out where my best position is going to be. You see down in there, you can see the reed cork. Instead of one reed, I'm going to try 2. Now that's really hard to see. There you go, 2 reeds. It's still sounding kind of ducky, like a duck, but definitely getting a lot closer. Finally got it. It's got super glue on it, and it's burning my eyes because it's not dry yet, and it's the air's blowing it out. So I finally got it. I glued around here. I'm just trying to fill in that gap because I got a pretty big gap. I need to get some sawdust and put it in there. Pretty happy with it overall. I can move the O-ring around and get all the different sounds I need. Young buck, old buck. Perfect. Here we go. It is 5 a.m. and I am headed to the WMA. Got going a little later this morning than I wanted, but I'm on the road and we're on the way. So my action camera died, and at this point I was just using my phone to record. I had this spike come in at about 8 yards, and he's probably had a less than 5 inch main beam, but I wasn't looking to take a spike or a doe. Also had a doe come in the afternoon, both of them walking right under me. Always love seeing deer though, this close. That is a big old water moccasin. Mean looking guy. Just hanging out in the middle of the road. Puffing up. I know you're probably saying, what did you think was going to happen? Well, I saw this snake in the road and he was acting kind of weird, so I figured to go check him out. So I think someone or something was just recently messing with him right before I drove up. Had a little chunk of meat kind of hanging out of the tail, and he definitely wasn't looking for any more problems. He let me know that right away. Well, I'll go ahead and get bit and let him be at peace with himself and whatever happened. I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you, and I'll catch you in the next one.